proclaiming it, whether the time is right or not, to convince, reproach, and encourage as you teach with all patience. The time will come when people will not listen to sound doctrine.
A time is coming when they will no longer listen to sound doctrine,
but will follow their own desires and will collect them for themselves.
They will collect for themselves
more and more teachers who will tell them what they are itching to hear.
Verse 4.
Verse 4. They will turn away from listening to the truth.
They will turn away their ears from listening to the truth.
And give their attention to legends.
They will give attention to legends, to stories, to fables. Thank you. Now, that sister, can you help us? Thank you, ma'am.
Verse 2.
Yes.
To preach God's message, do it willingly, even if it is not the popular things to do.
Even if preaching the message is not the popular thing to do.
You must correct people.
Are you hearing me? Even if some of us are not popular, we have to do it. Do you think everybody like me at all? No, but I don't mind. The only one person that must like me is Jesus. And if he likes me, that's okay. And all those who love Jesus, they will like me eventually. Am I right? So whether people like it or not, whether it is the popular thing to do or not, preach the message. Sister, go ahead.
You must correct people and point out their sins.
Correct people. Point out their errors. Point out their sins. Yes?
But also cheer them up. And when you instruct them, always be patient.
So, go ahead.
The time is coming when people won't listen to good teaching. Instead, they will look for teachers who will please them by telling them only what they are itching to hear. Verse 4. They will turn from the truth and eagerly listen to senseless stories.
So, now, can I find out? Do you think that time has not arrived? Senseless stories. You wonder what is this man sitting down to hear there? Stories that are no head, no tail. But because that's what you want to hear, that time is coming and the time has arrived. The weakness that we are beginning to see that is making the church almost a ridicule in the community is because the reduction in the undiluted teaching of the Word of God that has come upon us. Disciples cannot really be multiplied except this principal instrument is applied. And applied how? Diligently. It has to be applied consistently. Whether it's in season or out of season. Whether it is convenient or not convenient. The truth has to be taught if we are hoping to raise men for God who will grow well. If you want to become what Jesus is talking about you, and you don't just want to be going round and round and round, you are going to commit yourself. You are going to take the yoke. The word yoke there to me just means a committed learning. There are people that, yes, they come for a meeting once a while. They say we learned that Bragula's in town. Let me just go there. And that is it until another 2 years. That's not enough. That cannot push you there will be a very committed, consistent, continuous learning of the undiluted truth as God's principal equipment for making a man for God. So that's why sitting down with the Word of God, learning it as rigorously as you can, applying yourself to it week after week, is the instrument that God had approved since the beginning for making men great for himself. Even though Joshua had great battles to fight, you remember, he was going to push down all the Girgashites, all the Canaanites, all the people, all the giants. Yet there's only one thing God told him. What is it? This book of the law shall not do what? Depart from your mouth. You will do what? You will meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to what is written therein. Then what? You shall do what? Make your way prosperous, and you will have good success.